Welcome to Becca's Bold Blurbs, quick and radical perspectives on living sober by getting the nonsense out of your noggin so you can get on with living this one wonderful life you've been given. Let's get to it. Hey, we're back. It's blurb time. Monday morning, here we are. Had a great weekend. It's really, really hot here, which doesn't last for long in Canada, but today it's hot. All right, that's cool. I'm happy. That's cool? No, it's not. It's hot. You get what I mean. All right, let's get to the point here. We had a major week last week. I started off saying I was going to take you through the 6 foundational mindset shifts necessary to happy sobriety. And we got through the first 3. That's because it took us a few days just to get through number 1, which was acceptance. Acceptance is so deep, you could simply take that one concept, practice it for the rest of your life, change everything, and live happily ever after. And I'm not actually exaggerating. But that's why we spent 3 days on it. Number 2 was responsibility. The idea that we must take responsibility for every aspect of our lives, or else we're giving away our power. Number 3 was growth. That is, how can we see everything that happens to us as an opportunity to grow as opposed to become a victim or any other avenue we could go? We want to have a growth mindset. What am I learning in this circumstance? Now, I mean, we're not going to be superhuman. We're going to have emotion. Things are going to happen. But if we can just, even in retrospect, even the next day, or if it takes a few days to go, okay, well, that was horrible. Frankly, that was not a fun experience, but here's what I learned. That's what we want to try and get to. Today, we're doing number 4, and then the rest, we've got 2 more after that. We're going to wrap this up this week. So the 4th foundational mindset shift that you want to be making is into gratitude. Don't roll your eyes, please. I saw that. Why do I say that? Well, gratitude is an overused word. There are too many memes on it on the internet. We just hear it so much it becomes meaningless, but it isn't. It's powerful, powerful, powerful approach to living. And in fact, it goes very nicely with growth. If we have a growth mindset where we look at what happens to us as an opportunity for growth, and we have a grateful mindset, we can actually, now hold on to your knickers, here we go, we can actually end up grateful for whatever comes our way because it was an opportunity to grow. Like, honestly, we can look at gratitude in many ways, but we can take it from, we can look at it as a way to see everything that comes to us as an opportunity and therefore be grateful grateful for it. But we can also be grateful for the things that we forget to be grateful for. In the winter of 2016, I think it was, the water to our house froze in January. Froze solid. The pipes were frozen. We had no water. No water in the bathroom, no water in the kitchen. The pipes unfroze in April. I don't even want to tell you what those 4 months were like. It was hell. I mean, I could go into the story of how we survived. I mean, how'd we flush the toilet? How'd we flush the toilet? We had to pack water in 5-gallon bucket. Eventually we ended up going and getting a hotel for a couple of days, but we couldn't stay gone for 4 months. We have pets. You know what I mean? Like, it was awful. It was an awful experience. We got through it. I was taking showers on campus because I'm a college professor, and I was going to the gym. I got a locker there. And you know what I mean? Like, just think about what it means to have no water. So I'm telling you, there's one thing I'm grateful for to this day. When I turn the tap and water comes out, I'm grateful. When's the last time you were grateful for something that simple? My grandmother, actually, she never had electricity or running water. She lived in a farm up in northern Canada. We really do. We really, really do take many, many things for granted. And I think it's worthwhile to just take a break, take a moment, step back and ask ourselves, am I grateful for, what about the people in our lives? Can we be grateful for the people that are there? And do we take them for granted? I don't want to sound trite here. I really don't. But gratitude actually is good for us physically as well. So don't take gratitude for granted in itself, right? You hear about people who have gratitude journals. That means they get up every day, they write down something or sometimes a few things that they're grateful for. A great practice. That's an excellent practice. Just take a few minutes in the morning and just write down somebody or something that you're grateful for to remind yourself how blessed you are, especially when things are going wrong. Because there's always something to be grateful for. And if we have a grateful mindset, things never really seem that bad after all. Do you have running water? Then be grateful today. If everything else is going wrong, but you turn on the tap and water comes out, be happy. Okay? We have food to eat. We live if you're in North America, and I mean, look at where we live. We live in our society here we're blessed. Many, many people in the world don't have what we have and the opportunities that we have here for growth and freedom. Anyway, I won't go into detail there, but you get my point. There are many reasons to be grateful, and they've done many studies on gratitude. And I've talked before about how negative mindsets affect our body. If we focus on sickness, we will get sick. If we focus on resentment, we'll also get sick. It actually changes the composition of our cells when we have negativity in our minds. And so living with a grateful attitude makes you healthier. You'll live longer. I'm not kidding. So it's that simple. If you're like, man, I got to get healthier, be more grateful. Start there. Start there. Tell somebody today you are grateful for them. When's the last time you just looked at somebody in your life and just said, I really appreciate you. You know that? I'm glad you're in my life. Thanks for being my friend. Why not? In fact, there's a challenge for you. I challenge you today, this very day, as all the people that will come across your path, say that to somebody. Even if it's a perfect stranger who just find an opportunity today to tell someone that you're grateful for them, that you appreciate them, that you're happy that they're there doing what they do. If you go to the same store every day and the person's there serving you, tell them you appreciate them for being there serving you, right? So spread some gratitude around today. You'll feel great. They'll feel great. And getting into this habit will change your health and your happiness level. It also helps us avoid self-pity. And you know what? The fact of the matter is that alcoholics, it's something that we fall into very easily. We end up feeling sorry for ourselves. This went wrong and that went wrong and you don't know how bad it is and I need a drink because of this and that. And self-pity is really a deadly, deadly place to go. And one of the problems with self-pity is that often we don't recognize it. We deny it. I'm not feeling sorry for myself. It's just like this happened and that happened. And sometimes it takes someone else to go, yeah, well, you are wallowing in self-pity. That's something a coach would point out for you, gently and with love, but that's what we do. We remind you to be grateful. All right, kids, that was number 4 of the 6 mindset shifts that we're going to need if we want to have happy sobriety. Tomorrow I'll give you number 5, and in the meantime, I'm sending love your way, and I'm grateful for you, very grateful for you. I appreciate you. Bye for now. Thanks for popping in. Be sure to come back tomorrow so we can keep your head on straight. Sending you buckets of love.